Right now, it's 57.
7:35, the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Captain Steve along with Jim Hunter. Lisa Barnes is here as we kick off her weekly visits.
Yes, the Summer of the Arts. Eric is here with her, and everything gets started next week.
I know. It's a perfect day to be talking about this, isn't it?
Why not? Why not get this stuff out of the way now?
That's exactly what I've been saying. Just get all this rain out of the way before next Friday. Right now, the extended forecast is looking okay. A little bit cool next Friday, but no rain.
No, we've dealt with cool before.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's not cold.
Right, but
we've
jacket
dealt with
weather.
cold
Yeah,
before, too.
Jacket weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But, yeah, we kick off next Friday night at 6:30 with the Iowa Steel Band. And we've been doing this now for a couple of years on graduation weekend. It's kind of their finale of the year, the performance with these students. It's usually 15 to 17 students. Eric and I are both there. Typically, he runs sound for their announcements and stuff. And I'm there sitting at the table handing out schedule cards, which we'll have by then. Don't have them yet, but we will have by then. And so, yeah, we're really excited to get things started. Just, again, reminder,
Absolutely.
This one only goes till 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. So
Yeah, and
a little shorter.
when you think, it's just going to be a bunch of people knocking around on kettle drums, it's
No.
way more than that. I mean, they play
Yeah.
a whole bunch of different songs and styles and stuff, and you're like, that's a hit.
Right.
I just heard,
It's super entertaining.
Yeah,
Tune
it's
percussion,
super
playing
great.
pop songs,
Yeah.
all kinds of material.
That was the weirdest thing to me the first time I heard them was, the pop songs that they were doing because I wasn't expecting that.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's sometimes you're like, I recognize that song. You have to listen to a couple more bars. Oh yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And that's a tremendous way to kick off the season. And then, of course, the next weeks are the jazz ensembles, right?
Yep. The next 2 weeks, then we go into the high schools. We've added Clear Creek Amana this year to the mix. And so on the 17th, we'll have Clear Creek Amana and then Liberty High. And then the following week, we'll have West High and City High.
Yeah, Steve, the city jazz ensembles will erupt in rivalry.
These are, they're Grammy-winning,
They are.
organizations.
Yeah,
It's amazing to think.
Yeah, and City
think
High
of
just
those
won another
terms.
award this year.
Yeah.
I think I saw.
They won state champ. They won
Yeah.
state at jazz.
Yeah. So, so impressive, and we're excited to bring Clear Creek Amana into the mix. And this will also allow, by splitting it over 2 nights, it will allow the groups to have a little bit more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
perform.
Because there's a lot of setup time goes on. Then you've got
They're pretty good,
a couple
though.
dozen. Yeah, they're pretty quick.
Yeah, they're pretty quick, but to give more opportunities and times for the kids to perform.
Yeah, and it's cool, and the parents get a chance to come out and see, how they're seen by other people. Because I know there's a lot of people that just come down, like myself, that just come down because it's
It's fun.
It's fun, yeah. And so I'm always impressed by the level of talent among those kids. It's really great.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I'm just looking. I put together every year. I put together like a calendar of who's playing where, everywhere, everything from the Friday night concert series to where are the Stones playing tonight.
Right.
Just to have kind of a reference. And by the way, they're at the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival tonight.
Imagine that.
I'll probably miss that.
Second gig of the tour. So yeah, I'll probably miss. I've always wanted to go. Have you ever been?
I have not. I'd much rather go to Jazz Fest than Mardi Gras, and I'd love to go, but I've not made it.
Yeah, me too. It's a bucket list thing, but one of these days, hopefully. Anyway, there's a huge, great calendar of shows coming up this summer, and of course the Arts Festival is coming in 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, just over. Over a month. It's June 7th through the 9th, so it's a little bit later this year. When we were looking at the dates for this year, it was like, okay, do we have it actually starting the end of May, or do we wait a week? And with Iowa City Schools not getting out until June 5th, we really wanted to wait until after the schools got out. And it's interesting because the date change impacted our artists that we have, our fine artists.
Oh, sure, I would
because
imagine.
There are so many shows that they do throughout the summer and that they're used to doing, and then we change the date, and so they have to choose between the two. But so some of our regulars will not be there. They'll be back at the Holiday Thieves Market. So some of our regulars won't be there. But the nice thing is it allows the opportunity for a lot of new artists to participate in our show that hadn't previously. So I think it's going to be a great mix. We've actually got 107 artists this year. And so we'll be on Washington Street and Clinton Street with all the artists. And there's a really great variety of different types of artwork that'll be available.
That's always so cool, too. You know, you go down there, I go down there for the music, and then I end up spending an hour or so walking around in the different artist tents and seeing stuff. And it's just, again, amazing the level of talent around here.
Yeah, having grown up with a mother who did a lot of art and stuff, and I did a lot of art when I was young, but was never very good at it. I just have such an appreciation for what these artists are able to accomplish in their creativity. And so that's kind of been my bailiwick for Arts Fest as I work with the artists and take care of them. And then, we have other staff members who are more into the music side and work on that. And like Eric has actually worked on the Pedmal stage for a couple of years, which I think it's a lot of fun. The type of entertainment that we have there.
Kind of set off from the whole rest of the festival, and pretty great local bands, local performers, and just a really, really wide variety of folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, we just saw the ceremonial opening of the Lisa Barnes official binder for the season.
Yeah. So we actually just this week announced who's going to be on the Pedmal stage this year.
Yeah.
And again, it's an eclectic mix of entertainers each day. Saturday is ABC's Arts, Books, and Children that's produced by the Iowa City Public Library. And they will be featuring Ambition Baton Twirling and Dance, Champaign Academy of Irish Dance, the Johnson County Ukulele Club, which we booked them for a lot of different things. They're a lot of fun. School of Rock out of Cedar Rapids, the Sparkles, which is part of City High Cheer. And then they're also bringing back Mimi Key, who's a silk aerialist, which if you haven't seen her, she is absolutely amazing. So she'll be performing on the Pedmal at 2:45 on Saturday. And then Sunday has changed a little bit on the Pedmal. It's actually going to be Art Making Sunday. And we have a number of different local organizations that will be getting the public involved in creating their own art. And so there's going to be a lot of different activities that are based on that. And then on Sunday on the Pedmal, we're kicking things off at 11 a.m. with the Silver Swing Band. And then 12:15, we have Norelli, and Eric might be able to talk a little bit about her. This is the first time we've had her perform.
Absolutely. I worked sound at an event that she performed at last year at the Diversity Market, and she's really impressive. She performs to backing tracks. She's a solo singer. But at least at the Diversity Market, she did about half of her set was traditional Mexican songs, and the other half of her set was a tribute to Selena. Mm-hmm. And she did a costume change between them. She's just a great singer and a really dynamic performer. And
26 years old.
Yeah, presents a lot of different, a lot of different takes on performance. Mm-hmm. And then following that, another band I've worked with, actually, the Solon High School Mariachi Band. This is a very cool thing those folks have going over in Solon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't expect that out of Solon High School.
Oh, no, it's
Or
great.
any high school for them.
Right, yeah. Well, and it's funny because we talked for years about having a mariachi band, and then Creighton Gaynor, who's been here with us, connected us with Solon High School because he was aware of it. So I'm really excited to have them. And then we're actually closing out on Sunday at 2:30 with the Old Capitol Chorus.
Okay.
So it's an a cappella men's group. Mm-hmm. So that'll be a little bit different, too. So, yeah, we've got lots of fun things at Arts Fest. You know, we'll have street entertainers again, including the final, I think, Iowa City performance featuring Annie Savage.
Yeah, she's moving
Virginia. Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's got a new gig, I guess.
Yeah. We're definitely going to miss her. We've worked with Annie for so many years, and
she's such an inspiration, and
she is.
I can't imagine how many musicians that are out there doing gigs around the country.
Yeah.
Because of her leadership and her mentorship and her care with the students.
She'll be performing Saturday morning with her two oldest kids, Iris and Milo, which we had them last year. We had the trio.
Are they moving with her, or?
No, they're in college.
They're both in college, so they're sticking
the youngest.
Around. Okay.
Yeah, the youngest will be moving with her.
Okay.
And then, of course, we'll have our Stilt Walkers back, so you'll see them on Saturday. And then Pete Balistreri, which...
Oh, Pete's an amazing saxophone player. He one of the oddities of his career is that you can hear him on the first 2 Violent Femmes albums.
Oh, is that right?
That's right, and he toured with that band for years. But
Wow.
he's got an amazing tone and just a fantastic repertoire of songs.
That's cool.
So he'll be around on a corner near you in the Arts Fest on both Saturday and Sunday. He's actually performing both days. And then Sunday, we've also got the Iowa City Flute Choir back, which they're also going to be on the main stage. But then we'll have a quartet that will be street performers. Pandalarium Steel Band, which we love. So they're going to be up probably on the Pentacrest. We want to put them on the grassy area in the shade. And then Old Capitol Roller Derby is going to be back this year in their inflatable costumes. So they will be out and about on Sunday afternoon. So we're excited about that.
So it sounds like a great lineup. And of course, you can check out all of this stuff online. And then I always make sure to get a card because it's just easy just to stick it up on the fridge and keep an eye on it. And
They're at the printers.
I'm sure they are.
So we'll bring you some next week. As soon as I get them, I'll drop them off to you. But
Don't forget you owe me an Arts Fest poster, too.
Yeah, that's at the printers, too. Yeah, so I'll have that. And then we actually did a combined poster this year that has all of our schedules.
Nice.
So a little bit different. It has all of our schedule. It has the dates for Arts and Jazz, but no details about those since we do have the separate Arts and Jazz Fest posters. But what are you most looking forward to? You're talking about going through the schedule. Is there anything that kind of stands out in this year's schedule for you, Jim?
Geez, anytime I see the A.V. Grouse Band on the schedule, I get excited because they're so great. And just some of the artists that I've never seen before, it's like, there's something new I can check out. So
Yeah, and we highly encourage people to do that. You know, we're really trying to shake things up a little bit. Eric and I have talked about this a lot and what we're excited for, and I'm really excited for a couple of bands at the Friday Night Concert Series, Beauty and the Beats, which you're going to talk about.
You're stealing mine.
I know, I'm sorry. But also Vibe with Alicia Monet.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. So, yeah, you talk about Beauty and the Beats.
Okay, so actually I'm going to talk about both bands that are playing May 31st at the Friday Night Concert Series. The opening band is the Murphy Fisher Quartet, and this has a high school connection too because these are 4 seniors from City High who are fantastic jazz players. And it's a wealth of local talent. They're going to play just a few times this summer before they all go their separate ways to college. And they will be followed by Beauty and the Beats, which is the project of Latasha DeLoach, who's on the Summer of the Arts Board, who's a fabulous soul singer.
She is.
And includes 2 other board members, Creighton Gaynor and Kylie Budden, in the band, as well as Blake Shaw and a few other people rounding it out. And it's just a fantastic, buffet of soul music.
that sounds really great.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I also, I really want to come downtown for Swampland Jewels because they got rained out last year at Arts Fest.
That's right. I remember that.
And
So I
they just
haven't
put
heard
a-
them.
and
Yeah,
they
they
just
just
put an album
released.
out.
Yesterday, I think I saw that. So,
Cool.
yeah, those are a couple that I'm really excited about. I'm very excited about our first Rhythms at Riverfront Crossings
Oh, yeah.
on May 25th with Diplomats of Solid Sound. And immediately following that concert, we're going to have the movie documentary film, Summer of Soul, which is just absolutely amazing.
Oh, it is very cool.
So, yeah, we're kicking off 2 of our series at one time. And the one thing I do want people to know with Rhythms at Riverfront Crossings is, we partnered with Big Grove Brewery. There are going to be a few different beers available for sale if you're over 21. And the way it's going to be set up is with, any alcoholic beverages, you have to fence in the area. So we're fencing in a huge portion of the park. So anybody coming in, you just walk in, you find your seat. If you decide you want a beer, you just go up to the Big Grove tent, you get ID'd, and you get your beer. And you can't take it out with you. Reminder, just like any regular beverage garden. But we're really excited to have them. We are going to be having kids' activities with Iowa City Parks and Rec. They're going to be there. We've got 3 food vendors. We've got Selena's Creations. So I'm already planning my meal for one of those with her, mac and cheese. Luna's Tacos is going to be there.
Yeah.
Excellent, authentic food. And then Mumu's Ice Cream is going to be there. So you got something for dessert.
Oh, they'll be both. They'll all be packed.
Right. Yeah, I hope so. We've told them that we want them to be set up and ready at 6 o'clock. Concerts run same time as the Friday night concert, so 6:30 to 9. But it's going to be a great summer. Once a month, we're going to be down there, and I just think it's going to be such a fun event.
It's a fantastic location. It's just a beautiful
yeah.
park,
Yeah.
wide open green space, really accessible by bike trails. I
Yep,
would encourage
yep,
anyone
that's
who's
another thing, you're right.
an avid bicyclist to just ride on down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. If you go to summerofthearts.org, all this stuff is there. I've been always really well organized. You just click on the event that you're looking at, and it shows this whole schedule. And then, of course, there's a very important button which says donate.
Yes.
Where you can find out how to become a sustaining member or just make a one-time donation, because these shows are all free, which is absolutely fabulous. But as we all know, they're not free to put on. So,
Right. Yeah.
Make sure to either set up a donation schedule, or just make sure when you go to bring some cash with you, or you can use a QR code and
Or Venmo.
Venmo it that way. But
Yeah.
that helps keep these things going. And we've seen so many of these events and programs being either cut back or eliminated altogether because of lack of funding.
Right.
And
We don't want that to happen.
we certainly don't want that to happen.
We don't, and we're lucky to live in a community that supports the arts.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Very
you've
true.
got musicians that are that are willing to be a part of this thing, and it's very cool.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to mention we've been working with Vortex Digital Business Solutions, and they are doing a refresh on our website. It's still in the works, but I think it's going to make it a lot easier for people to get the information that they really want right away without having to do a lot of click-throughs. So that's in process.
Cool.
We've got the design. We're just waiting for the engineers, to make those switches. But if you notice any glitches or anything, please email info@summerofthearts.org and let us know. We actually had an issue last weekend, and I got a text from a board member. The website's down. It's like, uh-oh, because they are making some changes to it. But we're really excited about the fresh look. We haven't redesigned or done anything with the website really since 2017, so it's definitely time for us to do something with it.
Yep. All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in as
Thanks so
always.
much.
And we will see you regularly throughout the summer and early fall.
All right, take
Thanks,
care.
Jim.
Iowa City's local radio station, Iowa City's 1630.